Hi, welcome to the channel. My name's Pete. Today we're at a place called Batterford in West Yorkshire, and we're going to come and see a Georgian style railway bridge, likely made of iron and wood. It was originally here for gaining access to some railway cottages, which we'll be able to see in the distance, and for some sidings. Now this is at the start of, well, roughly the start of what was the Leeds new line, and I can see the bridge now, quite a magnificent structure, and it is going to be pulled down soon, so I thought we'd get some pictures of it. Now over my shoulder there you can see the railway bridge that we've come to look at today. These are live rails, and there's a tunnel under this one. We'll look at that, and that goes over what used to be part of the Leeds new line. But in front of me here now is some railway cottages. Now I'll show you these because apparently these are going to get pulled down, so it's best to get them on film, I think, while I'm here. I've had a look through the windows inside. They're all empty, they're all modern, they all look really nice inside there, and from the outside they're beautiful. Now in the early 1900s it's described as 4 cottages, but it looks like it's been turned into 3, because I think the end one, which will be our last one to look at on this circuit, and then we'll go around the front, so it'll be the last bit where we go around. That looks like it's been turned into 1 cottage, and this one that I'm in front of here now, or behind of, has an extension on the side as well. I'm going to turn it round because the architecture on these is absolutely beautiful. They're all empty, and as I've said, inside looks immaculate. Absolutely thoroughly modern radiators, no original features that I can see, and we can't get in them, and I'm not going to force my way in, so we'll just take some pictures from the outside and we'll have a look at these. Now our bridge is there. I'll turn the camera around. This is the end cottage. This is an extension which we'll show you last of all, but look at them, they're beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, and they're going to get pulled down apparently for redevelopment. Now as I've already mentioned, it is described as what was 4 cottages, and now it's 3. If we just have a look up there, I'm going to move in. We can see the type of windows it used to have originally, with this down here and that at the top, so it would have had a separating bar coming down like that one there. Now look at around the doorway there, lovely. As I've said, they are going to get pulled down. This one you can see what I mean by they've been modernised. If we look at the window on the other side, we'll go see that. The back of this does actually look kind of terrible with that lintel in there and these doors, but look up there, and this is the end. Same same house. This would have been one separated there, I imagine, and I expect the managers would have lived there, because here at that side, which we'll look at as well, there was some sidings. But we'll have a look around these cottages first. Now I can't believe planning permission has been granted to pull these down and build something else. Look at it. Look at the end up there. That gable end. Magnificent archways around the doorway. And look at this window above there. Now these were railway workers' cottages. Now our buildings are there, and to this side here would have been where the start of the sidings were, so we'll come back to that. This is what they look like from the front. Can you believe that these are going to be lost and pulled down? There's a sign on there saying that should you need access to these properties, there is a number to call. I imagine if that's in emergency reasons or purposes. Look at the windows. just nothing wrong with these buildings. Housing crisis. I mean, I imagine it's all going to be pulled down with and built with modern homes. But to have features like this in a modern housing estate is something quite remarkable. I will be covering the Farnley branch line soon, Farnley branch line. So I was trying to see if I could access this one to have a look. It's there. Yeah, I will be covering the Farnley branch line soon. And there is a new housing estate built over part of what was the goods shed, but they have left an original feature, thankfully, and it genuinely looks amazing. So here we go. Let's have a look through the window in here. I don't know if you can see it. It does look like they started renovating. There's an outside wall there with the original doorway, and this part here is all modern. There we go. Look at that kitchen. There's your original wall, and if we have a look in here, we can see what is possibly the remains of an original fireplace. Have a quick look in this side. Now, to me, they are beautiful. The bridge would have been access to these properties and for the workers on the rail yard, which will go. There's nothing there now, a bit of an open land, but we will have a look to see if there is anything. But to lose these, I honestly can't believe it. If you live around this area, why are you not petitioning your local councillors? This is amazing. Even if they are building a new housing estate around here, so what, let them, but keep these. Keep the original features. Don't let the history be lost of what this place was and how important it was to the area. Now we'll head over to where the sidings were and see what we can see. Our cottages are there. Here are some stables that are a later addition, a lot later addition. It'll be when those cottages got turned into private residences. Somebody's had these built. Nothing in them, just rack and ruin. Definitely need tearing down. I have found some pits here. These are likely railway related. That one's covered up with some sleepers, this one's covered up with some logs. So I don't know what these were for. Now our sidings were through here. We can't get down onto them because, like I say, it's still a live line and we don't want to trespass. We can see how it's fenced off here. But we do have one of the original fence posts still. And where you can see all down there, that is where the sidings were, and they almost finished to the houses basically. And this was their garden and play area, no more. And our bridge is in the distance there, and we'll get over there shortly. Our cottages are there. We've got one live line here, and we have another one on our bridge there, what we're going to go see shortly. Now the sidings originally will have ended roughly where the new brick building is there, and we'll come back to that because we're going to be able to see it a little bit better from that bridge. But I want to take you this way. That road up there will take you to Helm Lane, which this footbridge and tunnel accessed, as well as a colliery. and the bridge and the tunnel was likely built for the workers and the people that lived on the railway and up on the colliery up there. But check this out. We'll go down these steps. You can see the old masonry there. Now I do believe this line is a bit of a later addition. We've got some more modern steel there. I'm 6 foot and I have to duck to get under that one. And we go under here. I can stand up now. Just turn that back. And then we've got this beautiful arch here. One matching on the other side. Again, I'm 6 foot, you're at eye level. There we go. I have to duck to get through this. I don't know the date on this. This is a later edition. We've got Yorkshire electric board cables running through there. It just looks like it's been lined. Easy to tell at this side, and that's under there. And then we're into an open footpath. Down here there used to be a signal box that was decommissioned, and I believe I was informed it burnt down in the 1970s. Railway cottages up there, so you've got our bearings. Now this is our bridge. It's done in what they call a Georgian style. Well, the Georgian period finished in around 1837. This bridge wouldn't have been installed for a good number of years later than that. I believe it's been here for at least 123 years that are known of. It has had wooden refurbishments over the years for the steps. But when we look at the pattern on the side there are not too many bridges left, and what's even worse about this is that this covers the only stretch of what was the Leeds new line that still operates. There are some excellent videos on YouTube. A chap called Darren, Adventure Me, he's done a brilliant series on the Leeds new line. He starts off at this bridge, but I thought we would come and just go a little bit more detail on the ironwork. It is set to be demolished, but there are no confirmed dates at the moment. Now, looking on the Network Rail site, there is one of these bridges that has been saved fairly recently. A lot of these bridges are identical because they are your original IKEA. When they were building these bridges, they knew how wide railways were, 2 lines, so they just built them to a standard pattern, and then you could add sections to it as needed. That is why the bridge at Filey, although it's a different type, goes through the wall. If you don't know what I'm on about, go look up Filey Railway Bridge at the Filey station. Now it's 123 years old at least, this bridge. Yes, it looks rusty. It will be, you would be. But it is in remarkable condition. You get this sandblasted down, cleaned off, painted, and you've got yourself an absolutely fantastic bridge. Now this is where we change the pattern. These are fairly standard for this age of this bridge. We've got our capping on the top there. Yes, this one's broken, but that's only one. I don't know if they've been broken or cut away, looking at the rest of these. Now that pattern there, that gridiron, it's not in bad condition. Yes, it has its places, but that's nothing. That's only a triangle plate down there that's been worn away. And I should imagine most of them are like that because it's the thinnest, weakest part. It's important to get the details on these bridges because once this is gone, it's gone. This looks like a bit of reinforcing or joining. Yeah, joining. And there we go to there. And we're back down the other side. Up there we've got a couple of tunnels, and we've got a train coming now. So the Leeds New Line was originally opened in 1900, and there's a bit more down here I need to show you. And it was started closure in 1960 in sections, and the last bit closed in 1990. Now I believe that might have been the viaduct at Holbeck in Leeds, because that ran on this line. The line was originally constructed by the London and North Western Railway. It was originally called the Heaton and Wortley Railway, Heaton Lodge and Wortley Railway, but during construction it got the nickname Leeds New Line, and that stayed. Now although this bridge is going, it will have to be replaced by a new bridge. The reason this one excuse me, the reason why this bridge is going is because of electrification and modernisation of this line here. You can see it's symmetrical on both sides. Looks like this has possibly had a bit of reinforcing at a later date. So this bridge will have to be replaced by another bridge. It will most likely be one of the more modern beacon bridges that you see covering railways these days, so you can gain access to the other side, either for a platform or a way out. Those have lifts in them, they can have ramps on them, they're accessible for people less able than others, whether it be elderly or people in wheelchairs or people with other needs. Now what we're going to get here in one shot is this bridge there and the cottages. They're all going to be going, and that'll be a sad day when that happens. And just before we leave the bridge and the cottages, I want to show you this bit of railing here, because this will be going as well. They won't be keeping this bit, that there. Now I've been informed that that is the typical original fencing from 1900 for the Leeds New Line. Now there is quite a bit of a stretch there, and there's some down at this side as well, and it probably goes to here, yeah, and then we've got a train coming up there. Freight train. Now, if you want a piece of railway fencing, keep your eye on when they're going to be demolishing this bridge. But before I go, I want to say that if you know anywhere that needs a railway bridge, a heritage line, or whether you're a wealthy collector, there's one here begging to be preserved. Now bear in mind, I've seen one of these preserved recently on the Network Rail website, and it cost $390,000 to repair and rebuild. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like, share and subscribe. There is a Facebook page around the Leeds new line, and there is also Adventure Me videos around it. I suggest join the group, watch the videos. It's really good, really interesting, and I hope you've enjoyed a look around the railway cottages, which are over there, and the bridge, which is behind me. If you have, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.